Hello once again, everyone. Original Blood Ace back again. This is a third news story here. Now, this one actually, I'd only recently heard of it, like not even a week ago, and it's actually a pretty old story. It's like a year. Well, no, actually, what am I talking about? No, wait, yep, over a year old, about a year and a half or so. So maybe you've heard about this. Maybe you don't even care because it's that old. But I had just read about it. I know you can say I'm late to the party with this one, but after the last two stories of being, negative Nancy stories, basically, I thought it would be great to do a story which can show the good side of, some humans, that there's still some people out there who actually are pretty good. So anyway, this was at a Dairy Queen back, well, at least it was reported, way back September 19th, 2013. So, yeah, about a year and a half ago or so. But, well, no, what would that have been? Year and 5 months, yeah. Anyway, so this guy was a cashier at it. He wasn't even the manager or anything. You can see his picture there, which, whatever. And so he was dealing with a customer. It was a blind guy. And the blind guy accidentally dropped $20. Now, at first when I heard this, I thought it said he dropped it on the counter or whatever, but I guess he dropped it on the ground right beside his feet or whatever. And, like, the cashier saw this, and there was a lady behind the blind guy who just reached down and took the money, put it right in her purse. And she was just basically thinking, like, oh, free $20 bill, yoink, give me that. And so, like, the blind guy had no clue. And this guy, the cashier, he wasn't going to have any of that. He asked the lady kindly multiple times to return the money to the guy, and she basically said, nope. Well, first she said, nope, it was my money, it wasn't his, what are you talking about? And everyone saw that. Like, apparently there was even a customer who wrote a letter to the owner of Dairy Queen, who was, I guess, the customer behind the lady, and he, or she, I forget which it was, had seen this lady also pick up this man's money. But anyway, the point is, he told her that if she didn't return the $20 to this guy, the blind guy, that he was going to kick her out. He wasn't going to serve her. Now, technically, I don't think legally a cashier is allowed to do that, but, I mean, it was, the right thing for him to say, the right thing to do. Good moral on that guy. So, basically, she got all mad, and she was kicked out. Like, she left, she kept the money or whatever, and, like, the person who even wrote in this letter to the owner or whatever was saying, like, oh, he definitely did the right thing, and he kept calm, and he didn't lose his cool, which I probably would have. I would have been like, bitch, give him his fucking money back. But, anyway, so that's not even the end of the story, because the guy got his food, and he went and sat down. Got a frog in my throat there. And he went and sat on a, one of the tables, and so a minute or two later, he went over there, and he gave the blind man $20 out of his own wallet. And he was just like, this isn't your exact money, but, it's $20, and I'm giving you some of my money. And so, like, that was a nice thing for him to do. And it's, it's people like this where you're like, huh. And this was in the States, I'm pretty sure. Minnesota. So, you know how I all feel, or you all know how I feel about Americans. But to see someone, or hear about it, I guess, do something like that, it's like, huh. There are people that still give a shit, that are still nice and pleasant. Yeah, so let me just see if I can find some quotes from him. Before I could say anything, she picked it up. He thought she'd give the money back, but she stuffed it in her purse instead. He says he was in shock. I was appalled. He told her to return the money, but she boldly pretended she had just dropped it. She looked at me and said, "That's my money." She argued louder and louder. And at one point, she cursed and swore at him or whatever. Whoops. Well, yeah, there's the note here. If you want to pause the video and read it yourself. But, yeah. So anyway, the point is that there's still nice people in the world. That's basically what it is. I'm trying to figure out a way to say something I haven't said already about this, but it's a very short story. There's nothing really more I need to say. So, yeah, it'll wrap up our trilogy here of news stories. I'm going to do one more video, but it's finally back on gaming-related content. So, yeah, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a second.